So, sinasabi po, din po sa atin na ni Secretary Duque, Madam Chair, sa utos po ni dating Presidente Duterte ay nagkaroon ng ganito, na transfer itong 47.6 billion. Tama po ba? Please say yes or no.
Publicly, this was made by the President.
So, clear po yun, no? 47.6 billion to be transferred to PSDBM. No? Publicly announced by the former President Duterte na mai-transfer yan. Undersecretary Bravo, nabigyan daw ng copy. Hindi niyo po binigyan si Secretary Herbosa?
Madam Chair, I was told that merong fraudulent audit findings. Hindi po nabigyan yung mga sa finance side because kasama sila sa kinakasuhan.
Well, the more na dapat meron din kayong copy kasi kinakasuhan kayo.
Madam
Diba?
Chair, yung isang involved sa kinakasuhan, yun ang sumagot. Yung dati naming finance director, may sagot po siya sa isang audit findings.
Okay, Madam Chair, mahalaga kasi itong audit findings na ito kasi may kinalaman ito sa napakalaking pondo, 47 billion. At siguro naman, hindi lang isang member ng DOH ang involved dito. Actually, 11 to, no, Madam Chair. So, kung bubusisiin ko to isa-isa, tatanungin ko kung ano yung mga naging process, bakit nagkaroon ng ganito. So, Madam Chair, diretso na lang po ako kay, kay former Secretary Duque. So, you have your office transferred 47.6 billion to PSDBM without the MOA. Tama po ba, Madam Chair?
Tama po. Hindi po kami nag-MOA batay po sa PSDBM Manual of Procedures. Hindi daw po sila from the very start requiring MOAs for common use supplies and equipment. And the PSDBM is here, Madam Chair, to perhaps validate what I said.
Okay, mamaya na po ang PSDBM. Marami rin po akong tanong dyan, Madam Chair. So walang MOA. So, ibig niyo sabihin, ipinagkatiwala niyo na lang po itong 47.6 billion sa PSDBM. Walang terms of reference between parties, including yung mga technical specifications or quality standards ng mga items to be procured, delivered, or scheduled, and remedies in case of default. So, basta binigay nyo lang po yan, para saan po yan? Ano pong mga deliverables ang gusto ninyong mangyari dyan sa 47 billion, Madam Chair?
Madam Chair, yung pong transfer ng funds, yan po ay batay sa 5 o 6 na batas. Yung letter of instruction 799 EO 359, yung AO 285, reiterated twice in the General Appropriations Act.
Yes, Madam Chair, with due respect, former Secretary, no, ang tanong ko po, yung 47 billion na yan, ay para saan yan? At ano-ano? Ano ba ang mga equipments? Yan ba ay mask? Yan ba ay COVID-19? Ano man yung pangangailangan yan? So, wag po niyo po akong bigyan ng mga batas-batas na may kinalaman doon sa legality ng transfer. Ang tanong ko po ay kung ano po, saan niyo po gagamitin yan o bakit ibinigay nyo ng buong-buo. Sa PSDBM, wala man lang kayong MOA, wala man lang kayong nilagay na ano bang mga items ang kailangan ninyo, yung mga terms and condition, etc. Kasi alam ko po may mga standard din kahit na yung mask, kahit na yung face shield, kahit na COVID-19 vaccine, di ba? Meron dapat yan. So, wala lang, binigay nyo lang dahil may ganyang may mga sinasabi kayong batas po. At ang isa pa po, ito ay inauthorize ni former President Duterte. Tama?
In his public pronouncements, the transfer was done because of the public health emergency which he declared sometime in March. Yung pong katanungan, ibalik lang po, Madam Chair, may listahan na po ang Procurement Supply Chain Management ng DOH kung pwede po ang Madam Chairperson to instruct the DOH Procurement Supply Chain to furnish a copy of all the items that were procured with this
Yes.
amount,
Yes.
Madam Chairperson.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Kasi sinasabi niyo po kasi, former Sec, sinasabi ninyo dahil sinabi ito ng mga sinasabi niyo mga batas. Pero ang tinatanong ko po ay kung kayo mismo ang nag-order sa PSDBM ng mga ganitong items. So sa inyo po ba nanggaling yung mga items na in-order? O yung PSDBM yung nag-decide kung ano lang yung mga dapat na bilhin?
Hindi ho. Galing ho sa DOH kasi end user ho kami. So, yan po, may mga opisina yan ng DOH po na nagbibigay sila ng kanilang mga pangangailangan sa panahon ng pandemya. In fact, ang binibigay po ng DOH, which I considered as de facto parang contract, yung agency purchase request. Kasama po yan. Kasama din po yung listahan ng mga kinakailangan common use supplies and equipment, kasama po yung quantities, kasama po yung price, kasama po yung technical specification na mula naman po sa mga iba't ibang mga opisina na may kakayahan na magbigay ng kung ano ba yung standards. For example, ang KN95 mask. Hindi naman po basta-bastang mask lang.
Okay,
Ano po?
maputol ko po kayo dyan, Madam Chair. Nakalagay kasi, dapat kung may MOA kayo, nandiyan yung mga technical specification. So, sino po ba yung magbibigay ng technical specifications? Kasi kung MOA yan, dapat nakalagay doon. So, sino bang nagbigay ng technical specifications? Is it the DOH?
Yes, Your Honor. Ang technical specification.
Pero sinasabi
galing
po dito
DOH.
sa findings, Madam Chair, ng MOA, wala kayong technical specifications. Nakalagay dito, without MOA, which should set the terms of reference between parties, including the technical specifications or quality standards of the items to be procured. Wala po kayong binibigay kasi wala naman kayong MOA. Madam Chair, excuse me for admin lang, nakapag-oath po ba? Okay. So sinasabi nyo, wala po kayong MOA. So nakalagay sa MOA po, Madam Chair, nandun yung technical specifications. And then you are saying merong technical specifications na binigay kayo sa PSDBM kasi ang nakalagay dito sa report po, Madam Chair, ng COA ay wala.
Meron po ang technical specifications, binibigay po yan kasama doon sa atin agency purchase request. Kasama po yung mga quantities and prices at yan po ang yung agency procurement plan, yung procurement project management at
Okay.
marami pa pong mga
Okay. Thank you,
documents.
Madam Chair. Can you submit that, Madam Chair, yung pati yung meron po siyang yung nakalagay po na ni-receive po ng PSDBM, including yung mga technical specification. Kasi number 2, sa findings po, nakalagay dito, the DOH failed to supply the PSDBM with complete technical specification and other relevant standard requirements on COVID-19 items in the APRs relative to its fund transfer, amounting to 47.6. Sabi pa rito, Madam Chair, such failure resulted in PSDBM's procurement of COVID-19 items without complying with the quality and safety standards. So yan po, no? Yung number 2 na item na findings ng COA. So, di ko po alam kung sino nagsasabi ng totoo, kung nagsasabi po si former Secretary Duque ng tama o yung PSDBM. So, tignan ko po kung talagang meron kayong terms of reference to be submitted, Mr. Chair. Madam Chair. Nakalagay din dito, Madam Chair, the DOH did not appropriately exercise admin control in ensuring the availability of PPEs and other medical supplies and suitable warehouse facilities for the items. Okay? Hindi po kayo nagmo-monitor, mga delivery, okay, na galing sa Pharmally. Madam Chair, so yun po yung mga ano dito, no, mga findings dito. Did not monitor the liquidation of the fund transfer of in the amount of 38 billion and 8 billion with the validity period set until June 30, 2021. So, ano pong comment dito ng former Secretary Duque, Madam Chair?
Yung sa amin pong mga regular na EXICOM meetings ng Department of Health, nagbibigay po ng status report ang atin pong procurement and supply chain management team patungkol po sa ano na ba yung mga na-release na mga pondo, kalakip ng APR at yung allocation list at yung mga sari-sari pa pong mga dokumento. Ako po ay nakikiusap na kung pwede po yung procurement supply chain management ng DOH ay magbigay po ng mga dokumento patungkol po dito. At pangalawa po, meron pong sagot ang Department of Health dito sa consolidated comments and justifications doon po sa fraud audit na isinagawa ng COA. Ito po noong September 2021, Madam Chairman. But hindi ko pa ho natatanggap yung November na sinasabi ninyo noong 2023 kasi ako po ay nagtapos ng pagiging kalihim noong June 30, 2022. So, ang reference po ay ito, bibigyan ko po kayo ng kopya para po malinaw yung inisa-isa pong kasagutan ng Department of Health. In fact, kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, yung OIC ng DOH, si Yusek Vergere, ang lumagda, no, doon sa kasagutan ng DOH. Inisa-isa po ang mga kasagutan doon sa fraud audit report ng COA.
Okay, so ang hawak ko lang po ngayon, Madam Chair, ay yung fraud audit report ng November 16, 2023. So ang ibig sabihin, meron pa rin po palang ibang fraud audit report na yun po yung pinagbabasihan ng mga sagot niyo po, Madam Chair, Secretary Duque.
Yung pong sa November 23, parang preliminary audit.
November
so final
22.
daw. So hindi ko na po hindi na po ako magsasalita doon kasi 2023 po 'yon, ma'am.
Secretary,
Pero sige.
so that COA report that you are referring to, anong date po yun? September 2023.
September 24, 2021 as amended. Pero ito yung October 17, 2022 binigay itong sulat sa Department of sa Commission on Audit galing po sa Department of Health.
So,
Maybe the
yes.
good OIC can clarify on the matter, Madam Chair, as a matter of suggestion.
Yes, can we request from the DOH a copy of the COA report dated 24 September 2021 and a copy of the response of the DOH dated 17 September 2022? If you have them now, could you kindly forward those to our committee secretariat? Thank you. Honorable Garin?
May I proceed, Madam Chair? So yun po, bigyan niyo na lang po kami ng copy. Siguro dapat alam niyo rin po yung November 16, 2023. Dahil Madam Chair, nakalagay po dito sa COA report yung DOH officials and employees found by COA to be responsible for the alleged irregularities and the nature of their participation or inaction therein are as follows. So, Madam Chair, number 1 po dito si former Secretary Duque, and and 10 others, Madam Chair. Kaya dapat po, Madam Chair, dahil involved naman po dito si former Secretary Duque, dapat alam nyo rin po ito. So, ibig sabihin, hindi nyo pa po nasasagot etong, halimbawa po, kasi ngayon, alam ko po ang ombudsman, magpa-file ng kaso, kasama po kayo doon sa kaso, so hindi nyo pa po nasasagot, Madam Chair.
Patungkol po sa ombudsman case, ako po ay inatasan na mag-submit ng motion for reconsideration, and I'm just waiting, Madam Chairperson, Your Honors, for the action of the ombudsman on my MR. So everything, my legal team has already submitted all the documents to support and counter the baseless allegations that were filed against my person. Thank you.
So ulitin ko lang po, Madam Chair, to summarize po yung mga tanong ko po sa DOH. So sinasabi po ni Secretary Duque that they transferred 47.6 billion to PSDBM without the MOA. Pero skeptical pa sa atin kung talagang merong nga bang technical specifications or quality standards. Yan, number 1. Number 2, so sinasabi din po sa atin na ni Secretary Duque, Madam Chair, sa utos po ni dating Presidente Duterte ay nagkaroon ng ganito, na transfer itong 47.6 billion. Tama po ba? Please say yes or no.
Publicly, this was made by the President in our meetings in the weekly meet or talk to the people.
Okay. So, clear po yun, no? 47.6 billion to be transferred to PSDBM. No? Publicly announced by the former President Duterte na mai-transfer yan. So, number 2, Madam Chair, sinasabi niyo po ba na meron kayong monitoring noong paggastos ng PSDBM ng pera, nung 47.6? So, kung meron, Madam Chair, ano lang to, paki-submit po. O kung nandiyan po yung in charge, Madam Chair, so sino po ba Secretary Duque yung in charge? Nandito ba siya? Pwede ko bang matanong kung talagang totoo na meron talagang monitoring nung mga pondong lumalabas sa PSDBM? Meron kayong minomonitor nyo yun? Madam Chair, may I ask the responsible personnel from DOH.
Secretary, who among your officials will respond to the query?
Madam Chair, si Ina will answer. Ina, go ahead.
Comsec, could you kindly administer the oath? Ma'am, please identify yourself, state your name, your position.
Please stand, ma'am, and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in this committee hearing?
Yes, I do.
Please state your name.
Filipina Velasquez,
Thank you.
And your position, please.
Chief Accountant of the Department of Health Central Office.
So, sinasabi, Madam Chair, may I continue? So, sinasabi kanina ni former Secretary Duque, that the DOH monitored the in and outs nitong 47 billion na ito. Is that true?
Yes, Madam Chair, we have this monitoring of
Yes.
the fund transfer and the liquidation report of that 47.6 billion transferred to PSDBM.
With the corresponding mga items po, no, sa liquidation.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, so do you have the copy of those? Yung monitoring po nyo?
Yes, Madam Chair. I believe it was already given to at the back, to the Secretariat, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, may I ask the Secretariat that this representation be provided with that? So, kailan po nag-start yon yung monitoring ninyo? Kasi etong 47 billion na ito, kailan po ito na-transfer ulit? in your record?
The start of 2020, year 2020, we transferred
What date?
COVID funds.
Can you give me the specific date?
Based on record po, it was March 30, 2020.
So March 30, 2020. Hanggang saan natapos po yung monitoring and liquidation?
Ongoing po yung monitoring namin since may mga items po na for recording pa in the books of the central office, the DOH.
Hindi, sabi kanina ni Madam Chair, sabi kanina ni Yusek, meron pang natitirang 1.1 billion. So ang tinatanong ko, before the 1.1 billion na natitira, so hanggang kailan natapos yung monitoring po ninyo na sinubmit nyo yung report?
Actually, our monitoring, this data is as of April 30, 2024.
Okay. So makahingi na lang po ako ng copy. Secretariat? Do you have that copy? Okay, Madam Chair, may I go now to the PSDBM. So, meron po ba tayong representative from PSDBM? So, kayo na po, Ma'am Lady Lou, Miss Lady Lou Jimeno. Okay. So, sinasabi kanina, Madam Chair, ni Secretary Duque, na parang wala namang necessary na documents or MOA na kailangan based sa manual of procedure ng PSDBM kaugnay doon sa pagta-transfer ng anumang fund. Is it true?
If the IATF, ma'am, or the fund transfers are intended for the procurement of a CSE or the common use supplies, yes, there's no MOA needed po.
So, bakit po 47.6 billion ito? Walang MOA? So sinasabi din na kanina kung narinig mo, no, Secretary Duque, na meron silang sinubmit na terms of reference. Tama?
Yes, ma'am.
Pero nakalagay dito, wala. So sinasabi mo ba na meron sinubmit na terms of reference? Can you provide this committee?
As far as I remember po, ma'am, for every or contracts that we entered into with our suppliers, may mga terms of conditions po yan, ma'am. So the terms...
No, not with the suppliers. Ang tanong ko ay kung meron kayong, pagkatanggap nyo ng 47 billion na yan, kung meron kayong terms of reference with the DOH. Kasi bibilhin nyo yung mga common supplies, like yung mask, yung face shield, COVID-19 vaccine.
Yes. Apo.
So, etc. So, meron kayong terms of reference. Hindi sa supplier. Kasi gusto ko malaman kung meron talagang binigay ang DOH na specifications. Ano ba yung talagang dapat? Kasi tinitignan natin dito yung quality. Dahil, Madam Chair, merong report dito na as regards dun sa presyo, no, nung face shield at saka yung mask na overpricing or overpriced. So, yun ang tanong ko muna. Meron po ba kayong terms of reference with the DOH?
Although I am not yet part of PSDBM during that time, pero ma'am, pag nalipat po yung pera from DOH to PSDBM, meron po kaming tinatawag, ma'am, na form, which is the agency procurement request. Doon po sa form na yon, nakasaad po, ma'am, kung ano yung mga bibilhin or ano po ang dapat pinapabili ng isang DOH po sa PSDBM. So kalaki po doon yung details kung ano po yung papabili, as well as yung yung price.
Yung terms of reference meron.
For that specific requirement, ma'am, I cannot tell po. Kasi I am not yet connected with PSDBM during the time of the transactions for COVID.
Well, Madam Chair, can we invite later, kung may hearing pa, no, yung talagang in charge nung panahon na yon, Madam Chair. Kasi pag ganito kasi nagkakaroon ng walang institutional memory ang mga tao. Kaya ito nga, tinatanong natin ito nung last hearing kung meron. So hindi po siya in charge. So can we invite?
Yes, may we know the name of the individual who was responsible for the transaction?
Sa PSDBM po, Madam Chair, I cannot tell the specific individual, but I can tell the specific group within the PSDBM. So the money is coming from DOH, will be received by our division called the MSD. And then
MSD stands for?
MSD stands for the Marketing and Sales Division of PSDBM.
Okay, sino yung taong pinalitan mo? So, when did you join the PSDBM?
I joined PSDBM around August of 2021 po.
Who was the person that you replaced?
It was the OIC Chief Accountant, Amy De La Cruz. But she's no longer connected with PSDBM po.